Hey guys, welcome into another YouTube video, another portfolio update. Starting off with the crypto here. So a couple of things that I was going to talk about with crypto this week. So obviously the balance hasn't changed very much, so not a lot going on in crypto this week. But I am starting to look into crypto mining. Might have mentioned in my other videos that I was going to have a look into it, see if it could potentially be like a side hustle or business model that I could look into. So just on my current computer, running it, so it's not very serious at the moment. But yeah, just kind of getting a grasp of the concept and kind of just understanding how it works, so I could think about getting a mining rig and stuff and know what I'd have to do to set it up and all that. So yeah, very small time. You can see I've had it running almost 24 hours, and yeah, I'm at 5% of the payout threshold. So I can't even get any payout for about 20 days. But yeah, I mean, I'm just kind of grasping the concept at the moment, so that's alright. $1.54 in 24 hours. And my power's free at the moment. Don't tell anyone. But yeah, got this running in the background, and yeah, I'm gonna keep looking more into crypto, and hopefully get a few other GPUs and get a mining rig together, hopefully. So now into stocks. So I had a pretty good week in stocks. My portfolio is up $2,466 this week, which is 4.24%. There's been a few like reasonable size moves. You can have a look in here. I'll organize, so biggest positions at the top, smallest positions at the bottom. I'll show you the positions in my Sharesies account. So these are the same positions across that Yahoo Finance portfolio. Have a look at that graph there. Now I'm going to go through a few stocks that are having things going on. Palantir and Fiverr have been having a real good time recently. So this past week, Palantir has been doing real good. It's up almost 10%. And so Jeremy from Financial Education put out a video the other day, and he was saying, or just yesterday I believe, he was saying how he regretted not putting more money into Palantir when it was at a lower price. And yeah, I was happy when I saw that, because Palantir is my third largest position at almost 8,000 New Zealand dollars. So yeah, I was happy to hear that. And yeah, I mean, I didn't get as much as I should have when when it dipped down to 18, but as we know, there was other stocks dipping in May, like Tattooed Chef, that I was more inclined to buy because of well, lots of factors, but valuation is one. Palantir's got quite a high valuation, but it's also in a sector that demands quite a high valuation, being artificial intelligence and data management. Yeah, so I'm very bullish on Palantir, and yeah, onto Fiverr. Fiverr's also had a real good week, up I think almost 11% on Fiverr. First time when or previously when Fiverr was all the way up here, it dropped all the way down to 200. I think it was this dip here, March 2021, that I bought, or it could have been this one here where it dropped to 200. And yeah, I never thought it would dip below, like, or significantly below 200. I thought we were good, and then it went on to drop to like 157 and 164 here. So I actually didn't buy any more in these two dips, because yeah, again, the May dip, there was a lot of stocks that were down, and I was buying other stocks like Corsair and Tattooed Chef. Yeah, and I haven't had enough money to kind of get into Fiverr anymore. But yeah, I still have a reasonable position. It's around $5,000. It's my fourth largest position. So yeah, I'm glad that's finally moving up, and I believe, yeah, I've just gone positive on the position. So yeah, my cost basis is around 200-ish, or just under. So you can see all my buys there. So I think most of the heavier ones are in this dip. Next one up is Smolder Club. So another one that Jeremy mentioned in his video yesterday. He regretted not going heavier on Smolder Club. So this is up 27% the past week, which is huge. Smolder Club isn't a particularly large position for me. See if I can find it here. 2,000 US dollars. So I've put in 1,600 US dollars, made it 500 back, 31%, and I've barely held this position any time at all. Like, it's my last buy is visible. It was just over a month ago that I started buying this stock, and then it started moving up, so I stopped buying, and now we're up 30%. But you can see it's still a long way down from what it used to be. If we go out onto the 6-month graph, like, still down 40% over the past 6 months. Yeah, from highs down 55%. And yeah, pretty bullish on Smolder Club as well. And it was good to hear Jeremy from Financial Education saying that he wished he bought more, because that's, you know, positive sign for Smolder Club. LCID, or Lucid Motors, or Lucid Group apparently. Over the past week, they are up 13%. Obviously, they're down like ridiculous amounts since their highs, down 60%, which is huge. Yeah, I bought like all the way back here. So I watched that entire run. It was up like 250%. So wish I had sold then. But yeah, I mean, held, and I think, what's my current? Yeah, 40%. Up 40% on Lucid. Oh, actually, those percentages are always wrong. Let's check it over here. And it actually is 40%. And they had a really good day just today. Up 8.4%. So they got to a low just recently, around 17. I thought it was going to hit all the way back to my purchase price, around in the $16 range, I believe my purchase price. Yeah, $16.35. But they didn't quite get down that low. And I took note that I saw a video from Beer Hazer, another YouTuber. He was putting like a ridiculous amount of money in options. Well, I mean, a ridiculous amount of money to me, probably a small amount of money to him, into options on LCID. And yeah, I mean, I don't think he's done another video since then showing the profits, but the stock's gone up 29% since the lows there. I'm not exactly sure when he put his options in or bought them, but yeah, I imagine he's done quite well, considering, yeah, stock's up 29% since that low, and just this week alone up 13%. Next up is Matabot, and in the past week they are up 15%. I believe, yeah, this is a smaller position of mine, 1,500 New Zealand dollars, but it's been moving like a ridiculous amount. Oh yeah, so 1,000. I only put 1,000 New Zealand dollars in, so the 580 is all profit. Yeah, so 62%, and that most of that move has been going on recently. If we look at the graph, I believe I bought it about $12, or maybe 13. Should say here, oh yeah, 13.66. So somewhere in here. Yeah, up 62%, but a lot of that move has happened just here in the past like few weeks. Look on the 1 month, we're up yes, almost 60% on the 1 month. So yeah, huge move happening at Matabot. I've noticed a lot more Matabot scans coming to New Zealand. If you look on Trade Me Property, you can see a lot more properties that have 3D renders available to view. And yeah, those are all done by Matabot. If you have a look, if you click on the link and you have a look at it, you'll notice that up in the address bar here it says Matabot. Yeah, it's pretty cool seeing it kind of expand internationally into the country that I live in. And yeah, I actually wanted to get a Matabot camera, so probably in some point in the future I'll be getting one. Or, I mean, depends how good the software is. I believe you can get the software now on your cell phone, so you can just download it. I'm not sure what it costs or anything, and I'm not sure how good it would be, but I'm pretty keen to have a play around with Matabot, and the fact that I'm keen to play around with it was kind of the initial reason I thought of even looking into the stock and buying it. And because of Meet Kevin's videos, he pointed out that when the IPO came out, seemed like a pretty good deal. Or actually, I'm not sure if it was an IPO or a SPAC, but yeah, when the stock came to the market anyway. Yeah, so another one that I like, Matabot. But yeah, not looking at buying any of those stocks at the moment because they were all just moved up. But now moving on to the stocks that I am interested in buying at the moment. So we've got Planet 13, which is down 40% from highs. And in the past week it hasn't really done much. Got down to as low as $4.32, which is the lowest it's been in a long time. I'm down 20% on Planet 13, which generally, if I go down on a stock, I want to buy more. Pretty tough at the moment getting cash to buy more, but I might look into buying either Planet 13 or Win stock, which again, Win is down 40%, around about the same amount from all-time highs back in March. So if we have a look at Win stock, I'll have to search it up because I no longer own it. It's a stock that I used to own, Win Resorts. So you can see my buys, I bought all the way down here, and then my two sells, three, I just sold it all up here for around 134 to 100, I think like 126 was like my lowest sell. In there, I could probably just check it, but oh no, I can't even check it anymore. But since then, it's dropped all the way back down to 83, considering I bought it, I started buying at about 70, 73, 76 at the most there. It's actually a really good deal at the moment, especially considering the numbers around their the strip, the strip in LA. The numbers are getting a lot better. They're going, the numbers are going way up. You know, everything's reopening, and it's only going to continue to do so. Obviously, Delta's thrown a bit of a spanner into the works, but logic doesn't necessarily dictate what people do. And people have been cooped up at home for way too long, so there's going to be a pent-up demand coming into this area, specifically large tourist area. So yeah, I feel like it's gone. It was a bit overvalued here, and this was March that I was selling. So yeah, I shuffled this money into other stocks at that time, but I feel like potentially it could be worth putting money back into Win at the moment. But yeah, also Planet 13, interestingly, same location. They're both on the strip in Las Vegas. Yeah, not sure which one I'm going to buy or if I'm going to buy either. We'll see what happens next week, if the stock prices go up or down, and then I'll make decisions from there. And yeah, that's pretty much all I have for today's, or for the stocks anyway. Only other thing I'll mention is my house is still going all good. New Zealand obviously has gone through the lockdown and all that, but that hasn't affected my rental income. Luckily, I had a tenant due to move in right like when the lockdown had just started. Obviously, we didn't know that at the time, but they ended up moving in a few days early, or about a week early, because the house was unoccupied. And yeah, that worked out really well because they got moved before the whole country went into level 4 lockdown. And yeah, I assume they're not having any income issues because yeah, nothing came up through their property manager, so all the rental income still came in fine. I was a little bit worried about that, but yeah, going all good. Rental income coming in, and yeah, I'm super keen to get the next rental, but I'll look into getting a high yielding cash flow rental hopefully for the next one. But it might take a while, obviously. Pretty tough to get pre-approved for another mortgage, especially on my income. But yeah, that's all I've got for today's video. Thanks for watching. Like, comment and subscribe to support the channel, and have a great day. See ya.